bless you. I did a video, Did You Get It? When I spoke about how we sometimes get into services and we go to conferences and we get excited and we, fall out, get the hands laid on, and we believe the word, we hear the word. But after we hear the word, we believe the word at that moment, when we leave that service, did we get it? After the jumping, the hollering, and the shouting, and the laying out, did we get what God was trying to convey to our spirits, that we might live it and be what the word says, that we might become what was coming out of the man or the woman of God's mouth? And I received some comments, and I received one comment, and they requested that I do a series on Did You Get It? And I want you to understand what I'm saying about did you get it? Did you get the word? You received the word, or are you living what you heard? Okay, I know. And you may be asking me the same question. And I can honestly say, when I first started out in my walk in God, no, I didn't get it, because I was more emotional and jumping and shouting and laying out and excited, and everybody was excited. But as I began to really walk this road and begin to walk the journey with God, God began to settle my spirit down. Because some people, they get with God and they'll wow all their spiritual life, and they don't get it. They think the screaming, the howling, the shouting is it, but that's not it. But did you get what God was trying to convey to you? A more excellent way, a more excellent life. And I was talking to God about it, and he said, go to Proverbs. And I opened the book of Proverbs, and I want to read you what Proverbs says. And this is the King James Version Bible. And I want to read to you what the King James Version says. It says, Proverbs contain information and instructions for most aspects of life, including sin, wealth, friends, idleness, poverty, the family, vengefulness, humility, justice, and pride. Aspects of life. Every aspect of your life. But do we get what Proverbs is telling us? Do we get what God is saying in his word? Do we get it when he say believe and don't doubt? I know we all go through that spirit of, okay, I believe you, God, I believe you. And then the first little wind come, oh Lord, I wonder if you're going to do it. The set of doubt. Or when God says, because I mentioned in the last one, if you pay your tithes and your offerings, then I will rebuke the devil and I will rebuke the enemy for your name's sake. That means he will hold back the enemy in the time of trouble. He will hold back in financial trouble. Do we believe that if we do right by the house of God and we do right by our tithes and our offerings, that God is going to hold back the enemy? A lot of us, I don't think we believe that. You know why? Because we don't pay the tithes and we don't pay the offerings and we don't do right by the house of God. Because we think that we're giving to a man and not to God. So I'm going to be doing a series on this. Did you get it? And I'm going to be going through Proverbs. And I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to go in order. I'm going to go according to how God deal with me about it. But I will be going through Proverbs. And I look for you to listen in and hear what God has to say about it. Because I believe there is a blessing for us. Because we got to get it. Will you get it? I believe that God has given us a chance to get it. To really get what he's saying. When he says that I have given you wealth in your hands. That means if you have not, it's because you didn't work for it. Sometimes we feel like we could ask God for it, he's going to give it to us. But when you ask God for it, what God will do is point you in a direction to go get it. or he'll point you in a direction to work towards it, to have it. But we'll say, I'm sitting down waiting on the Lord. No, we won't go after it. Or if God bless you with financial blessings, do you take that financial blessing and you make it increase, or do you just folly it all over the place, and then when your bills and stuff are due, then you say, I'm believing God? No, 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 no. When God bless you, he bless you to be a blessing to yourself and a blessing to your home, and that means take care of what you need to take care of when I give you your blessing. Don't just dinner, clothes, everything we want to do with it. But my prayer is, as I do this series, that you get it. So this is Did You Get It? Continue. And I pray that you get it.